Hello there. So I thought I'd give you a look at the electric vehicle fleet. These are all the electric vehicles I own, and we'll go through them each at a time. First one here is our 2022 Chevy Bolt. It's a small little car. This is the EV version, which means it's the short one. I cannot get used to how short the front hood is. You can see I'm always parking at least a foot away of a curve because I'm expecting more car. I'm actually pretty pleased with the Bolt. It's very spacious inside. So if you are a tall person, you get a lot of space in here. It's when you first try this car, the seats feel too narrow, but you get used to them really quick. And it's a pretty good thing. A pretty good car. The back seats are very spacious. So if you have some tall people in the back, they'll have plenty of room. The Bolt has no trunk space, just nothing. So you can see this is just a tiny little space. It does have a trunk within a trunk, so your trunk can look nice, but your trunk can be full of junk. So you get best of both worlds there. Oh, look at how clean you keep your car. Nope, just hidden. So that's the Chevy Bolt. And then I am pretty happy with it. The one other complaint I have about this car is the computer is absolutely insane. And I could talk about that more later, but you can't turn off the radio. There's things are in weird places in the computer, and sometimes it gets stuck. And I can talk about that as well. But nice car. I would highly recommend it. Relatively cheap. 250 miles during the summer, 200 during the winter because you're using the heater. Gets you everywhere you need to go. It's not a fast charger. Takes a half hour on even the fastest of chargers. But good enough for me. I only have to charge it up once every 3 days with my driving. And I have some places to charge are pretty nice. So, that's the Bolt. Next one. Rad bike, Rad Wagon from Rad Power. I love this bike. This thing is a tank. This thing I've had for 2 years, and it has been through a lot of abuse and just keeps on going. It is a fun bike. It can go pretty far. I've gone 25 miles on it. The Rad Wagon people say you can go 45 miles. They are liars. Or they have the glutes of a god, because there is no way you can get this thing 45 miles if you were a normal human being. But it is a very effective bike. It has lots of space. You see on the back here, I put in the seat. So now someone can ride behind me. They sit on the little foot pegs, and they ride there. We get plenty of compliments for riding around the neighborhood. Everyone's like, that looks pretty nice. And it is a great bike. Dropped it a couple of times. The only damage that I've had from this thing crashing and falling is up here. You can see the screen got cracked when I dropped it once, but look at this. Look at this. Right here. Right here. Still have the shipping plastic on the screen. 2 years, still have the shipping plastic. Hasn't gone. The other thing that went wrong, these handlebars back here, you see I had to glue it. These are not great plastic on the handlebar, on the optional handlebars. These are pretty cheap, but they do what they need. And very effective. This can be a second car for you. When I was looking for my Chevy Bolt, it was during the chip crisis, and I was seriously considering just using this as a car. And just say, okay, I'll do all my errands on this. I'll just put on the cargo on the back and just ride out to wherever I need to go. Fortunately, I got the Bolt, so I didn't freeze to death, but like this car, this bike. Other thing I can say about it, best customer service I've ever had. Best customer service. They always respond to you. They will always help you out. Never had a bad thing happen, even when I was the one being an idiot. They are really nice. And you get customer service for life with them. That's great. Right now, there's a recall on the tires, and they're going to send that out to me, but apparently it's a recall on all their tires and only one person makes them. So they are very attentive and very kind, but there's also limitations of supply chains. And then we have the newest edition, the electric scooter. All right, time to cue the cheesy 90s music. Hey kids, do you like extreme things? Well, wait for for an electric scooter. Do you like standing absolutely still, not doing anything for up to 15 minutes to a half hour at a time, not even using your hands because you'll fall over and die? Well, then do we have the scooter for you? The vehicle for you. We have the Unagi scooter that offers all the advantages of standing absolutely still. And not only that, but with its solid rubber tires, you can go over not over only roads, but you can go over small sidewalk cracks. Small, not big, but small sidewalk cracks. Yeah, that's 2 terrains. You can ride on a road or a well-maintained city sidewalk. Isn't that extreme? This is, without a doubt, the most boring way human beings have ever invented to get from point A to point B. And I'm including Palantines in that list. It's dull. You stand and you just go at about 15 miles an hour and you get to where you need to go. The advantages of it is small and it is light. And if you're going to buy a scooter, I would definitely recommend going a little higher in range. This is the 3rd scooter I've had, and the lightness really makes a difference. The difference between a 35-pound scooter and a 27-pound scooter is huge. And the reason I have this is because I'm an electric car owner. And if you're an electric car owner, you want one of these, because this is what you do. You take your little scooter, you take it over to your car, and you put it in the back of your car. And the reason you do that is because the places where you can charge your car and the places where you want to go are usually about 3 to 5 miles apart. So you take this thing, you fold it up. I'll show you folding it up. Pretty easy to fold up. You come down. Just falls down like that. You open your trunk. Pop it open. You pick up your scooter. Throw it in your trunk. Now, you can go to where you need to charge, take out your scooter, and go to where you need to go. That changes the world for you. It opens up an electric car for ownership. Having an electric scooter makes an electric car a viable solution. Absolutely, you should consider getting one of these if you're looking for an electric car, because you're going to need it. You're going to need to make that last 2 to 3 mile trip from the place where efficient charging is to the place where you actually want to go. Unagi I've only had this for a little bit. It's a good scooter. I am not upset with it in any way. The other 2 I had had air tires, and the air tires blew out on me. I think I was maybe just a little too heavy for them. They said they could take my weight, but I think that was not true. Solid rubber tires have the advantage in that they allow you to go over nails and rocks and all sorts of things, and they'll stay together, but it bounces. Man, riding this on a sidewalk, it vibrates. I can definitely tell the difference between this and a rubber tire scooter. A rubber tire scooter can go over sidewalks like this, no problem. I ride the scooter on this thing, I'm going to be the whole way. But that's what I have. That's my electric fleet. I'm looking for electric roller skates because I am a completionist. But that's what I've got right now. All right. See you guys around.